Well, so guys, today as you can see, we're at the Honda facility in Greater Noida. And today we're with Kunal Behl. He, of course, is the Vice President for Marketing and Sales. And today we're here to talk about the big achievement that they've recently had, 2 million cars, which they've produced in India. And that really is a big achievement. And we've got the original Honda City with us, which is really a legend in its own right, and the new one with the hybrid technology. Now, Honda's always been one of the biggest game changers when it comes to technology as well as features. And today, he's going to talk us about the city, Honda's future, and the challenges that they face. So, Kunal-san, first of all, thanks a lot for being with us and giving us your time. The big question, of course, is the first question I'd like to ask you is that what are the big challenges that lay ahead of you? You've already seen that you've achieved 2 million sales in India. What are the big challenges that you see right next?
I think we are very proud of how the brand in India has positioned itself. We're getting stronger every year. So we're quite confident of how the brand is moving forward. In terms of challenges that come to my mind is, of course, you have a new regulatory change which are going to happen. So one has to be quite fast to adapt it. So one is we need to be on time, and secondly, we need to also do a cost management to it. So that's one part, possibly as one challenge is going to come up. Second is we just emerged from the semiconductor issues. So in terms of supplies of semiconductors, that's quite dynamic. You never know how the situation could turn back. So we need to be careful on that front.
And what do you think has been the secret recipe for success of the City brand? We've already seen this car for more than 20 years and it's always been the number one seller. A lot of manufacturers have come, a lot of people have tried, but no one has managed to dethrone the king of the segment. I really think it's the king of the sedan segment. What do you think is the big secret recipe, and why do people like this brand of car?
Yeah, so thank you so much. City, has been a market leader in the segment, and I would say City exudes the premiumness, the refinement in the car. We have the exhilarating performance in every avatar of City, be the first edition City to the fifth generation. So we call it as fun to drive element, and we also call the rush of supremacy. So that actually always remains with the buyers of City, and they love the City for this modernist design, the lifestyle feature that it offers, and specifically, we just launched the City HEV with the new City 5th generation.
Correct.
And you get the best of both the worlds of petrol as well as the electric engines. So with the HEV, it has actually added a notch to the belt, and I think it's getting stronger and stronger day by day.
Okay. And Kunal-san, just tell us briefly about the new SUV that you plan to launch. There's a lot of buzz in the market, so it'll be better if you tell people what you're planning. Maybe some rough idea, not the exact thing, but just give us some details of what you plan.
So SUV is going to come up the next year before the festival period, and we've studied the Indian market, what exactly the consumer want. Honda has always moved ahead with the strong ethos of advanced technology, and the design philosophy has always been on man maximum, machine minimum. So those two fundamentals, we will continue doing it, and I'm sure people would love the new SUV.
That's correct, and I think that should answer a lot of rumors in the market. A lot of people have been saying a lot of negative stuff about Honda. So there you heard it from the horse's mouth, the big boss, Kunal-san, telling us that they're planning a new car launch within the next 12 months. So you should definitely wait for that car. My next question is about another car which you launched, the Civic Hybrid that you launched a long time ago. You were the first ones really to launch the hybrid tech in India. And do you think that car was ahead of its time? And do you think the time for hybrids has now finally come?
You're right. So Civic Hybrid was ahead of the time. We've been pioneers in launching the technology in the market. And I would say with the launch of eHEV, it's one of the best practical solution in the Indian roads. Not just the fun to drive element which you get, we also get a peace of mind where you do not have that range anxiety with you, and you don't have to stop and charge the car, and you can go for any distance you want. So yes, we believe the strong hybrid is the real good solution, and we will going to continue stronger getting in this front.
And can we see more hybrid cars from Honda in the future in India?
Yeah, so you'll have to wait for it. So yes, currently we've tested the market with the City launch of eHEV, and we already placed our electrification strategy. So by year 2040, 2/3 of the Honda global sales would be electrified. Okay. So City eHEV is the first step towards the electrification journey in India, and we will continue to try to explore more.
Well, so talking about the hybrid, you're one of the few manufacturers still selling diesel cars in India. Do you think diesel is still a future long term, or do you think diesel is on its way out?
I think regulations of the emission norms are getting stronger and got quite stricter day by day. So, well, of course, in diesel it's still difficult and it's quite expensive to get those regulations being met.
Okay.
So, I'm sure as a powertrain, Honda does have the petrol, the diesel, and the strong hybrid. So, we will try and continue exploring the what is the best option for Indian consumers, meeting the regulations laid by the government.
Okay. And one of my last questions now is, when we started off, you said the semiconductor problem is ebbing out. Do you think that it should get over soon? And when do you think the production will be back to the pre-COVID days?
Yeah, so in the last 2-3 months, the festival period has been quite good.
Okay.
We got a very good response, and there has been a good production availability. I mean, we had some production constraints a little while back, but now we do not have. The supply issues have got quite normal. So industry is returning to normalcy. But yes, there is always a fear. As I said in the beginning, there could be a dynamism where the supply issues could come back. I do not see any signs as of now,
Okay.
but yes, it could possibly remain dynamic.
And on that note, Kunal san, one last question. Do you have any kind of message to give to the audience to, negate all their fears about the rumors that are buzzing around? Any kind of message you want to give at the end?
So I don't recognize any kind of a fear. So to my clear message to Honda brand lovers, India is a very critical market for us, and we study the market and we launch our cars and the features which best suit the Indian conditions. With the launch of City HEV, it has been a wonderful option of electrification as well as in petrol. So we're going to get stronger. We focus on Make in India approach. We're also trying to export to outside markets like Turkey, Mexico. We already posted good profits last year as well as this year. So the brand is getting stronger. And I assure you, you're going to enjoy every Honda ride as you do in the future.
Well, so guys, there you heard it from Kunal san, who is of course the Vice President for Sales and Marketing, and he's given you his commitment to the market. He's told you about Honda's commitment to the market. So there's nothing to fear. They're here for the long run, and they're going to be here for a very long time and give you high quality cars. Thank you so much, Kunal san, for
Thank you
giving
so
us
much.
your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks.